We are doing Unit 5, Week 3 this week. Our theme is innovations. Our three stories are The Science of Silk, Before Columbus, the Americas of 1491, and Looking Back to Move Forward. Your study skills this week will be genre is expository text, cause and effect is our comprehension skill, reread is our comprehension strategy, and context clues is our vocabulary strategy. This week, you'll be able to build background knowledge on innovations, recognize the characteristics and text features of expository text, listen for a purpose, and pronounce and define weekly reading vocabulary words. Our essential question this week is, how do people benefit from innovations? Let's watch the video for this week.
Innovations. How do people benefit from innovation? The incentive behind most innovations is improving people's lives. For example, modern methods of transportation are more fuel efficient and decrease the time it takes to travel from one location to another. Innovations in public transit benefit everyone, not only by bringing down the costs for riders, but also by helping to reduce pollution. Technological advances in internet communications enhance our lives by enabling people everywhere to stay in closer touch over long distances.
Okay, so the importance of innovation. Now look at the photograph of the train. You want to focus on the features that make it innovative. So this sleek train races across China at a speed of up to 185 miles per hour. The superfast train represents a modification or change in the way that some Chinese people travel. Passengers must like the surplus of time that this train gives them, so they save 5 hours over the 819-mile trip. Let's listen to the importance of innovation.
The importance of innovation. This sleek and aerodynamic train runs on the Beijing-Shanghai high-speed railway. Trains on the 819-mile route between China's two most important cities travel at speeds between 155 and 185 miles per hour. Travel time between the two cities used to be 10 or more hours on older trains. The new trains make the trip in just under 5 hours. Increased ridership is expected to confirm the advantages of these modifications and innovations.
Our genre this week is expository text. So expository text explains a topic using factual details. It may provide an explanation of a specific process and its history. It may include text features such as photographs, captions, diagrams, and maps. So texts that provide facts about varieties of topics like sports, animals, science, history, careers, travel, geography, space, and weather are examples of expository text. When you reread an expository text, you may come across unfamiliar processes. So rereading the text can help clarify the steps in a process and better understand the relationship among the steps. So active readers recognize when a text is dense with complex information or is too difficult to understand. So you have to stop and think about what you read. Then you might need to reread to check your understanding to determine whether you missed an important concept or a piece of information. So you might come upon a reading where you may need to reread more than once to clarify how ideas are connected. Our comprehension skill this week is cause and effect. So expository text that uses cause and effect text structure arranges ideas by presenting a cause or the reason that something happens and then connecting that cause to an effect or what happens as a result. So in a selection with cause and effects text structures, you need to look for an event or action that makes something else happen. Then you need to look for what happens because of the event or action. And causes and effects frequently are important parts of expository text because that describes a scientific process. Authors may use words and phrases such as because, due to, so, and as a result as to signal cause and effect relationship. To find causes in a passage, you might want to ask yourself, why did blank happen? And to find effects, you should ask yourself, what is the result of that cause? Our vocabulary words this week, I'm going to say them, are industrial, inefficient, manipulation, modification, mutated, nutrients, sparse, and surplus. Industrial means relating to the use of technology, innovation, or machinery for large-scale production. The book uses it in a sentence as, factory smokestacks can be seen rising above the industrial landscape. Inefficient means unable to achieve a desired result or effect because resources aren't being used properly. Sitting at the table that wobbles a lot would be an inefficient way to eat soup. Manipulation means the clever or skillful control or management of a situation. Repeating the image across the page involved manipulation with computer software. Modification means an alteration or change. The tailor's modification to the sleeve made the suit fit perfectly. Mutated means changed or altered greatly in form or quality. Or, orchids with unusual features are often mutated forms of common varieties. Nutrients, substances containing nourishment that sustain life. Fruits and vegetables contain vitamins and other nutrients that keep our bodies healthy. Sparse, thinly distributed, grown, or settled. So my father is balding, so his hair is becoming sparse in certain spots. Surplus, meaning an amount that is greater than that which is needed. To avoid running out of your favorite spices, we made sure to keep a surplus. Now you need to read the story, The Science of Silk. You need to look in your Google Classroom and click on it, the story, and then you'll need to sign in with your McGraw-Hill Wonders username and password. If you misplaced it, your username and password, please email me so I can get that to you. Once you are done reading this, then you need to do the Science of Silk worksheet, which is due today. If you are behind on your work, you need to get that handed in. Make sure every day you check your stream.